Hello everyone, today we are going to take a look at the HyperX Pulsefire Dart wireless mouse. This is not only wireless mouse, but it also supports wireless charging, so this should be interesting. It also has RGB and it should have a software to control all of that. Not a lot of info on the box. You get here some things that it has RGB illumination. Here are some specs if you want to pause the video, but you can also find those online. So we are going to go on to unboxing. So here's the mouse and the dongle for wireless, and we get some manuals, warranty cards. We get some information here, and it's in several languages. English is included, so that's pretty good. And here it's something else. It's the charging cable and also docking cable. So it looks like this with this small adapter here. This is for inserting the dongle, the wireless receiver. The producer says that if you want to have the minimum possible lag, if you are going to play games with this and you don't want any kind of delay, or at least to reduce the delay as much as possible, you should keep the distance between the receiver and the mouse as small as possible. So instead of installing this back into your computer case or somewhere in your desk or somewhere else, then you can use this extender and leave this somewhere on your desk, on your pad, to be close enough to the mouse so it has better reception and lower delay. And now let's take a look at the build quality and details. So I'm going to get this off. So it has wireless charging here. On this part it has the antenna. It has USB Type-C charging, and it works with normal USB Type-C cables. It doesn't use a different type of cable, as there are some other mouses that use a proprietary connector, as this plug here is somewhere more in depth, so you cannot use a normal cable, or it has a small different shape around, so you cannot use something else. So pretty good with this, so I can use any cable. That's nice. Then let me just peel this off. All right. So the first thing that I like is this side grip here. This is not just rubber here, it's a very soft cushion. It's super nice. It's kind of memory foam gel type, so it goes in and then goes out. So it's super comfortable here and very grippy. And the same on this side here. I hope that you can see that on the camera. You can really push this in. It's very nice. It's not very soft. It's like a hard type of gel feeling. It's very comfortable anyway. Right, and on the rear here you have the power on off button, and that's it. There's no space to store the dongle if you are traveling with this, so you should let this in your USB port of your notebook if you are using while traveling, as you cannot store it here in any kind of place. Another thing that you are going to discover very fast are the click buttons, and they are really nice. You can actually press them in any part of their shape and they will act the same. So if I press it here, makes a nice click like a regular mouse. You can see it moving like a hinge from here, but if I press it here, it does the same click. It moves all around and it doesn't need a lot more pressure to push it here. The same happens with this right click, so you can push it in the front here. Works like a regular mouse, but I can also press it here or here or here or in the middle. It works really nice and you have very consistent pushing all around. Only here just in front seems a bit more soft, but regardless of where I press here, it feels the same, just like a push button. Scroll wheel, it's a bit noisy, but it's well defined. It does have the somehow annoying noise of a regular scroll wheel, and you cannot rotate it fast because it has a friction brake, but it feels really nice and very grippy with this rubber here, rubber cover on it. And now let's check also if it charges wirelessly. So I'm going to turn on this power bank with wireless charging. The antenna is somewhere here and the mouse is over there, so it should stay something like this. And you can see that it's now charging wirelessly from the power bank, so that works. Also, you can see where the LEDs are for now on the logo here and around the scroll wheel. That should be control over the RGB app, so we should be able to change the color. So let's hook this onto the computer and see what the software will do. And I have just connected the dongle to the PC, and I've got a message there that the firmware needs to be upgraded. I'm going to power on the mouse, and this is on a very slow speed right now, so I'm going to use this DPI switch here. Also, it's programmed to change colors with the DPI setting. That's better. Alright, so if you install the software, you get this interface. The software is called NGENUITY, and let's see, if I go to mouse, firmware update required. So I cannot use the app until I click on the update. So now it's updating the firmware, and I need to let it do its job for now. And now I need to disconnect the dongle from the cable, USB cable, and I'm going to connect the mouse directly to the USB cable. And now I'm going to wait again, and it's doing the 3x3 part. And it's all done, and I'm going to click on close, and theoretically that should do it, and I get this low power warning, 7%. That is nice because it's a wireless mouse that reports battery level, pretty cool. I had another wireless mouse with rechargeable battery, but that one was never reporting anything. It will just die and you need to recharge it to power it back on. So let's see, on the mouse here I get some options here, so I can choose and create effects like color cycle and how fast that's going to happen, and you can see the image there corresponds with what the mouse is doing right now, so it cycles colors. You can also choose other options. I get these presets here, and you can create any presets that you want. Also, you can create a game link profile, so if you run a game, you can choose the colors for that game. Then we have the buttons tab here, where you can assign the functions that you want for each of the keys. Also, theoretically, you can also build macros, so you can add macro, you can record the macro, and then run it by pressing that button. So pretty good also for gaming. On the third tab, you get the sensor option, and here you can create profiles, and not only from 800 to what is defined here, but you can create your own level and assign its own color, so you have plenty to play with here. You can add another one, and it's nice that here it automatically creates profiles that were previously missing. Very easy to do that. Also on the top part here you can see the battery level, the brightness, you can adjust the brightness of the LEDs, and the pulling rate, which is 1000 Hz right now. Then we can go here, that was for the mouse. Then we can go to light sync, and here if you have several devices that are from HyperX, you can just select here the color or the effect, and that one is going to be put on the all devices that are compatible with this software. Also, this is a rather asked question. Can you disable the LEDs, the RGB, to save battery and increase lifetime? Yes, you can choose here to either delete the effect. So I have no effect running, so the mouse is now just a regular mouse with no working RGB, or you can actually set the brightness to 0. It's your choice. So if you do not want to delete your effect, for instance, I'm going to put here a loop solid, so this is going to keep this solid red, and I can adjust the brightness here, so it's now at maximum. And if I don't want the lights to work anymore, I can just put brightness to 0, and now this is off, while I'm not changing here because I can do other effects, and if I don't want to change them, then it's just this option. Then you can also, if you want to keep this and work without the app, you can select here save to mouse, and if you are not running the app on a computer, the mouse will work with the saved settings there. It will remember them. Another nice thing about the software is when you change the DPI, it also shows you this pop-up here, and it tells you the setting that you are on. Pretty nice addition, like the one with the battery level. So pretty smart. As I've told you previously, is that on most other mices you don't get this high level of notifications and statuses and other thing. You just get dead battery and not working anymore kind of notification. And maybe you do not want all those notifications, you can find them annoying. Then you can also go to the app settings, and here you have a lot of other things that you can adjust. For instance, game link that auto activates the gaming profiles. You can enable, disable that. You can choose to start up the app or not. You have HyperX RGB memory control if you have other customizations, such as your Kingston memory. Also, you have here the notifications, so you can disable them entirely, or you can actually choose what you want to be displayed there. So like if there is a firmware update or your battery is low, when you change the DPI, and you have here a lot more others such as game chat balance, surround sound status. This is interesting. That's probably for the headphones, so the app works with those devices also. Pretty good, as you don't need an app for each kind of device. Here is the December beta release version, my mouse and its firmware versions. The software also has some other nice tweaks, such as signaling the mouse that your battery is running out, so this means that you need to charge it. Also, the RGB stops working when you have low battery and you are not charging with the cable. Also, when you change the DPI and it changes color here to show you the profile, you can also see that in the app as it changes the profile. Pretty neat. So all in all, although the software is not the final one, which is strange as it's the official one from their website and the latest, it's in beta version, kind of works normally for now. We'll see in the future if it has any kind of problems, but until now I couldn't find anything that it's not allowing this to work properly, and it has all the needed functions including macro, so you can use the mouse even for gaming pretty well. So that was it for now. I hope that you have enjoyed this, and until my next video, see you and bye bye.